Hello. It's been a while since I've recorded a sketchbook video, but I am seriously behind on them. I have like a whole backlog of sketchbooks that I'm trying to work through, and I've been kind of intimidated about posting to YouTube lately as I've kind of more migrated to TikTok for art video stuff. But I thought I would share this little pocket sketchbook with everybody today. Um, it is a Pentalic sketchbook. I haven't looked at it in a long time now. Like I finished it, I think around Christmas time, if I remember correctly. So feels weird to be holding it. Yeah, it's a little Pentalic pocket traveler sketchbook. It is very tiny. It fits really well in my purse. And if you haven't seen my other video on my pocket sketchbook, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in it. I made two rules for myself with this. I just toss it in my purse, bring it with me everywhere I go. The stickers that I put on it have to be from places I've taken it, and I can only draw on it out of the house. If I want to draw on a sketchbook in the house, I need to use my big sketchbook. So yeah, I don't know. I like rules because I'm boring and have OCD. Um, so to go ahead and talk about the stickers on it really quick. The sticker I got on vacation with my girlfriend's family. This one is from the coffee shop by my friend's house in Alabama. These two were gifted to me by a professor because she went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and she got me these stickers, which are super adorable, and they were really tiny. And I didn't go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but she did give them to me in class, so it still counts. This is from when I was voting. It's covering another sticker that wasn't very cute. That I got at Pride. I got this one at Pride. They were just handing them out. And then this one is a drawing that I did a very long time ago now for Thea for Witch Hazel, which was like a side project she was doing, and she commissioned me to draw this cute little witch, and I just found a Witch Hazel sticker lying around, so I threw it on the back of this. So yeah. So I always draw myself at the beginning of the sketchbook. I draw this like Cyclops girl, but she's me, but not me. I drew myself in a swimsuit because I was at the beach. Don't love how this looks, but gets the job done. It's a pocket sketchbook. The point is not to be making fine art, it's just to be doodling when I'm out of the house and do something that's not looking at my phone. So I started the sketchbook when we were on vacation. This was by the pool at the resort kind of hotel thing we were staying at. So I was just sketching by the pool. This was my girlfriend's little sister swimming in the pool. I drew these chairs at a restaurant we went to. And then, yeah, my girlfriend and I were very overstimulated because we were on vacation with our family for a couple days and it was really intense. And then later that week, I went to a cafe with my best friend Zoe and tried to order a coffee, and their entire coffee maker system, whatever, I don't know, all their coffee makers were down, I guess, because they let me order coffee and then didn't tell me forever that I couldn't get a coffee. So I just kept sitting there waiting for a drink that I never got. So my friend got a lemonade, so I drew her lemonade with the one yellow pencil she had and the pen that I had. And then I drew this while we were sitting there. I don't remember where this washi tape came from. I think it was like from some packaging from something I had ordered. So I drew like these weird chandeliers they had at that cafe. This was while we were there. That's me. That's her. Pretty sure this is supposed to be Abby from the quarry, because this was when I was right in my quarry madness. Yep, because there's Abby and Emma from the quarry. I remember now. This was when we were in the middle of playing the quarry. She stayed for a couple days and we played it at night. This was an old man that was at that cafe. A drawing demonstrating something I was talking about with my friend. And I think we were talking about my girlfriend's wisdom teeth. I think that's what this is a diagram of. This was at Waffle House with my girlfriend. We went in the middle of the night to go get some waffles. Yep, still at Waffle House. This is when Celia and I saw Tim Allen stand up, and it was really bad, and I started drawing the Cobb Energy Center, and then I didn't really drawing it anymore because it got kind of dark. For the record, we saw it as a joke. The tickets were very cheap. It was an homage to Super Mega, if you will, when they took Justin to see Tim at the Laugh Factory. Celia had a little too many home improvement cocktails, so we're talking about monkeys, and that was them trying to draw a monkey, and that was me drawing a monkey from memory. They're both pretty bad, but this looks like that one Pokemon. Maybe I'll throw up a picture of the Pokemon if I can remember. So is that the coffee shop near campus that I really like. I drew a chair. I don't know why I drew so many chairs in this sketchbook. This was when the new Garden album came out, and I was really excited because me and Celia had tickets to go see them, and Chainsaw the Door came out, and I really liked that song. So I drew the garden and the chainsaw, and I drew me as a clown. This was for my Illustration 1 class last semester. We warmed up each class by drawing 2 self-portraits on index cards in the style of artists we admired. So I made myself a massive list at the beginning, and if it's crossed out, it means I drew myself in that art style. Yeah, there's a lot of them. There were a lot of artists I wanted to get to, but obviously didn't have time. I started listing like just anybody I followed on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, had seen at cons, books I liked. So yeah, lots of people I didn't get around to, but it was a fun exercise. This was at Wing Factory with my friends. That's Al. It looks bad. Doodles from class, I guess. I think this is when I started working on my thesis comic last semester. For my figure drawing class, I made a 30-page comic about my OCs from high school. You can read it on my Patreon, but I don't know if I'll ever release it otherwise. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was just doodling stuff with them because I was really excited about that project. Yeah, just more drawings of them. It's about 2 fairy siblings named Lopi and Mesa, and I used to draw them all the time. So if you've seen my sketchbook videos, you probably know who they are. It's my OC Steven, self-portraits. Mesa, I think I was just having a really bad day because it looks very angry. This is pretty cute. I remember when I did this. I just drew this in class because I was bored. Critique notes, my OC Irene. I feel like this was from a quarry fic I was starting to write and then didn't finish because this is when I was really into the quarry. This is when Splatoon 3 came out and I got really into it for like a month and then I have not touched it since. My friend Amari, this was at like a print club night we were having and she was sitting like across the room so I drew her. And then this is my friend Charles who was in my illustration class and before that we had comics together and I started drawing the back of his head like a lot because I thought it was really funny and it was like really fun and I'm really sad because I miss drawing him every day because we don't have any classes together anymore. This is at the print club social. I drew a guitar. I guess there was a guitar in the printmaking room. Shopping list. I thought I was going to go to Blick and then I ended up going to Sam Flax instead. Splatoon stuff. I really like this a lot. I named my little buddy Dick Cheney and I thought it was really funny. So yeah, just more of my Splatoon Sona. So I went out to dinner with my friends and their mom. Another Charles drawing. I like this one a lot. Yeah, this was when we were still out at dinner. Some of these are going to be kind of out of order because I just drew where there were blank pages and they wouldn't bleed through. Yeah, I was really anxious. It's a drawing of my friend's cat. I don't know if this was from memory or reference or what, but that is what she looks like. I drew this on campus, sitting outside with my classmates and my professor. It was a really nice day, so we sat outside. And then later that day, I went to Starbucks on campus, and it took them like 30 minutes to make my drink, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I just was drawing people, and it's me. I draw myself a lot in this sketchbook. This is when I hung out with Zoe. I went down to Auburn, and we went to Coffee Mafia, so I drew this weird skull and lamp they had, and then drew us. This is like one of my favorite pages in here. I think it's really cute. Yeah, this is Coffee Mafia. There were like some flowers on our table, and I drew my little drink, and her little pencil box. This is when I was at Sam Flax testing pens on my birthday weekend. Another Charles. I like this one a lot. I like the hand, and like you can see like he was holding his Apple Pen and like thinking. Oh, I do really like this. This turned out really nice. This is like this nice gazebo on campus. If you go to KSU, you probably know where it is. Outside the social sciences building, kind of near the art building. Yeah, it was a really nice day. And I was on my way out of class, but I was just like, I just want to sit here and draw for a little bit. And I was on the phone with Zoe while I drew all of this. Really like this too. There's a girl just sitting in the grass. I feel like I really hit a stride for a while with life drawing. I drew these in class the day after I saw Carly Rae Jepsen. I did not draw at the concert, but when I go to concerts and they have a lot of energy, I take a lot of like short little videos and then I go and pause those videos and scrub them for frames to draw later. And it's a really good exercise. So I love these little Carly drawings. I love drawing Carly so much, as you probably know if you know my art. Really like this Charles too. Again, the lighting from the iPad because our room's always really dark. More Carly, more Charles. I think he was asleep here. He looks like he was sleeping. This was also right after I met Carly. I met Carly, and it took them like a month, maybe even a little bit longer, to post our VIP photo. And if you are a Carly Rae Jepsen fan, I don't even know what to call the fans anymore because there's so much discourse over what fans are called. If you were a Republican, as some people have said, you probably know how shitty the VIP stuff ended up being. So we did not get a photo for a really long time, and then it was not a great quality photo. But she stood next to me in the group photo, and this was my recreation, tried to explain to people what it probably looked like, and I'll throw up what the actual photo looked like, because it's pretty accurate. I was, like, so intimidated, and we're the same height, and she was like, hi, and I was like, oh my god, it's Carly. She was really sweet. Yeah, I drew her again from a photo I took, because she had a really cool set design. I drew a lot of Carly Rae Jepsen in October, because she's my muse, what can I say? Charles would not stop fucking moving that day. This was at my girlfriend's little sister's bat mitzvah. Drew that in the temple when we were waiting for everything to happen, and it was really cool. I've never been to a bat mitzvah before because I did not grow up religious at all, and my girlfriend's family is Jewish, but they're not like super religious, I guess. It was a lot. It was kind of overwhelming, but I was really happy to be a part of it and, like, you know, flattered that I was invited. These were people at the bat mitzvah. This girl, like, was dressed really cool. She was, like, part of, like, the film crew, because they were filming it and, like, broadcasting it in Israel, I think. I don't know. It was a big deal, because it was, like, a woman rabbi and then 2 girls getting mitzvahed. This was when I was part of the Group Love album photo shoot. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about it, because they haven't announced the album yet, but they were filming music videos and the album cover in town back in October, and my friends and I got to be part of 2 music videos and an album cover. So this was the day that we did the album shoot, and then we ended up doing a music video as well. So I drew the set before they got it set up, like it was just kind of a mess, and it ended up looking really, really cool, and I'm really, really excited for them to come out with everything about that. And it was like one of the best weeks of my life. Like, I had so much fun. For my girlfriend, Amber, for her 22nd birthday, we went to the zoo. She wanted to go to the zoo, so I took her. Me and Thea went with her. So I was drawing animals. It was really fun. I skipped class because I was having a rough time. I had a lot going on that month, so I just took the day off to just go to the zoo and draw animals. I like these pandas. Oh, these were the otters. And I drew the tiger. The naked mole rats, like, those are so hard to draw. This is a monkey. He would not stop moving. And Amber liked this one. She really wanted to go pet the Komodo dragon. So I drew her looking at him. This crocodile is kind of fun. Some fun shapes. And more monkeys. The monkeys are so hard to draw. And this is a really fat bird. I like the frogs and the turtles. I haven't seen these in a while. And the snake. Snake's kind of fun. Tried to draw a giraffe on our way out because we were leaving, and it turned out really bad, so I gave up very quickly. This was later that day. I drew her dad at the restaurant we went to for dinner. I don't know. I like it a lot. I don't think it really looks like him, but it's more about just capturing the mood than it actually looking good. Or at least that's what I go for with my life drawings. Then the week after that, we went on a date to Gibbs Gardens, and it was really fun. We just walked around, and she took lots of pictures, and I drew things. It was so beautiful, because we went in the fall, so I brought a yellow Copic, but I only had a gray one, so they don't really go that well together, but it was gorgeous. You can't even tell what's happening in this, but it's a koi pond. I wrote fish pond. There was like a little waterfall, and then like the koi were swimming around. There was a bunch of leaves and moss. It was gorgeous. Then I got sick for 2 weeks. Yeah, one of my professors gave me the flu, I think, and I was really, really sick, and it was awful because I had COVID last summer, and that really fucked up my lungs. So then I was like puffing and wheezing because I hadn't fully recovered from COVID yet. It wasn't long COVID, but if you've had COVID, you get it. So yeah, it was. Oh, and I lost my insurance that week because I turned 21 and I forgot to do the paperwork. So I lost my health insurance for like 2 weeks. And those were the 2 weeks where I was really sick, so I couldn't even go to the doctor about it. It was awful. And I was coming up on finals. This was on a class trip we took to Cabbagetown, and I started drawing because we were eating at this cafe. I started drawing everything, and then I just I didn't feel like it. I had more fun just chatting with people. Drawing of yeah. So this is a drawing of Charles sitting across from me. This is another drawing of Charles somewhere else. Charles, but he moved as soon as I finished my marker sketch. Yeah, I sketched in Copic first, then I draw over with my favorite kind of pen, which I don't have on me, but it's the Pentel Sign pen. So I drew that, or I would draw over it, but he moved, so then I had to like just draw him from memory over it, which was kind of cool. My dad wants me to make a sticker of launching our dog Leon out of a cannon, and I think that'd be pretty fun. Haven't made it yet, but maybe one day. This is Amber's leg. It's really hard to tell. It's her leg, and it's her backpack behind her. We were in a waiting room when I was trying to go fix my trachea. She so graciously came with me. It took like 2 hours to get a new military ID made for me. Yeah, this was when we were there. I was really into The Sims for a while, so I was thinking about my Sims legacy save, and I drew one of my Sims. I thought it was the 19th, but it ended up being the 21st. That's so funny. Amber and I went on a date to this coffee shop kind of near our house. It wasn't very good, and I didn't like the vibe there that much, but I drew. They had a big Christmas tree. I got a lot of work done. I was there to study for finals, not enjoy the atmosphere, so. This is when I was working on my Garfield zine. So I drew some funny Garfields. I like this a lot. The last Charles drawing of the semester. So sad. Celia and I went to Sweet Hut, and they thought that their name was Zillium. And then they called out Zillium, and we were like, who? So I put that in there because I thought it was really, really funny. This is when I was thumbnailing shit for my comic. Trying to come up with a comic cover. This is when I was traveling to go see my mom. But these are out of order because this was at Zine Fest, which happened first. So I drew me and Chloe as Garfield because that was kind of the theme of my setup for Zine Fest. Was a lot of Garfield stuff. I had big Garfields on my table, selling Garfield stickers, Garfield zines. I love Garfield. I'm literally wearing a Garfield shirt right now. Yeah, that was at Zine Fest. Yes, this is when I was traveling. I drew this dude at the airport. Yeah, okay, so this is all very out of order because this was on the second. This was at Grindhouse with Al and I think Adrienne. I think we went together. Last day of figure drawing, that was on the 9th. I was watching Yellow Jackets, or The Return. It's just my drawing, or my OC Mesa. Yeah, it was really awkward having to do my critique, especially because I think I went towards the end, and my comic was really long, and we could do whatever we wanted for that project, so everybody was just like, here's 2 paintings I did, and here's, like, an animatic I did. Like, it was stuff you could present in, like, under 5 minutes, and he just ended up scrolling through my comic. I was like, yeah, sure, there's things on a page, and it was so awkward. And also, I hate talking about my OCs in real life. I hate acknowledging out loud that I have silly little fake people that live in my head. So that was really tough for me. But people had nice things to say about it. Nobody actually read my comic, but I didn't want them to. And then I was drawing with a shitty pencil I found on the floor that was so dull because I left all of my stuff at home. I literally only brought my purse, and I didn't have my pens in my purse like I usually do. So yeah, it's my OC Memphis and his boyfriend Lopi. Messy scribbles. And then, this was before I went out of town still. Our friends Kim and Nick were in town. Very sweet, because I've never met Nick before. We don't ever talked online. They came, and we went to the Center for Puppetry Arts. And it was super cool. We got to see a bunch of, like, OG Muppets, and just, like, it was a very surreal experience. But I freaked out because they had Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and he was in, like, this Christmas costume. And I was like, oh my god, it's Salem! And then I drew Ernie, and I taped him my little ticket. Oh, this is so cute. I forgot I did that. And then I drew Kermit, because Kermit lives there. He's in the little director chair. This is at the airport. Or I have to poop. Oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, just drawing random old people at the airport. Yeah, this is when I was leaving. I flew out of Atlanta. And then this is when I was coming back. So I drew old ladies at the airport. Carly lyrics. I was working on some Carly thumbnails that I still haven't finished for Carly stickers. Yeah, more Carly lyrics. This was like when I had like Carly fever. Like, it felt like when I was 9 and I was obsessed with Hannah Montana all over again. So yeah, I drew this angel girl. I was trying to finish this sketchbook. I remember now. Yeah, so I was trying to finish it as I was landing. They made me put up my tray table like as I was writing this. Yeah, so then I drew what I could see. This was before they made me put the tray table up. I dropped my gray marker and I lost it. It was gone forever after that. My Sims, because this is when I still was obsessed with The Sims. Yeah, the plane was literally landing and I was like shaking like this trying to draw. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if I drew stuff I could see out the window. No, because we were moving way too fast. Okay, all done. That was when we landed. What's in the back? I think it's only one little card from when we were on vacation. I usually put fun things in here, but... Well, I just gave this woman a shout out. Yeah, it was a photographer from like a art gallery thing we went to. And I was like, ooh, it's a bird. So, yeah, that is my pocket sketchbook. Kind of flew through it. I'll probably do a scanned PDF at some point for my patrons. Yeah, thanks for sitting through that with me. Hope you enjoyed. Let me really quick plug my Patreon. If you want to see more videos, more sketches, more stuff from me in general, you like monthly stickers, you like monthly prints or zines, I have a Patreon, and it means the world to me when people support me on there. Because sometimes I'm like, I don't know why people support me. I feel very silly and goofy, and it's weird to try to be professional. But I have a Patreon, I have TikTok where I post like all the time, like sketchbook content, vlog content, etc., etc. I might make a return to YouTube this year. I've thought about doing vlogs, but I also feel really stupid making vlogs, so we will see. Yeah, I have Patreon, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. They're all Marm's art. They're all variations of that. Have a cool website now that Thea helped me make. It's marms.art. It's literally just my username, but I got .art as my handle, or like domain name, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble and looking at some sketches with me. And if you want to see an extra sketchbook video, this one's gonna go on my Patreon. It's a little baby sketchbook I did over the course of like a month. My friend Michelle sent me a really long time ago. I found it and I drew in it. So if you want to see what's in here, you should maybe hop on my Patreon. But anyways, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day or night or whatever, wherever you are. I'm gonna go now.